Today, I want to talk about Stringify and its usage in web. As you know, JSON is used to exchange data to and from a web server. This data has to be in string format, so JSON.stringify is used to convert an object into a string representation. So that is JSON.stringify. So that takes an argument, an object. So let's have an object. So let's say we have an object called car1, and then that would be our object literal. So the make would be I want it to be Mazda, and the year I want it to be 2019. So I want car1 to be stringified. If I write, for example, console.log, then I wanna have my car in my console. So car1. So you see that you can see the object. But what if I put some kind of a string to it? So if I want to say car plus car equals, so in that case, object cannot be written to the console because it's not an object. So if I use stringify, now you see that the object is being converted into string representation and can easily be exchanged over the net, over the web. You can also stringify an array. For example, suppose that we have cars, an array, so into curly brackets, into square brackets, and I have Toyota, and then I have my Mercedes-Benz. So now I want to stringify my array. So see that cars is like that. It is being converted into string. The object may have some properties that cannot be stringified. Let's say we have another object for a student like this. We have a student. Its properties are name, age, and the courses. One of the courses I represented as an array and another one as a map. Let's see how we can stringify it. So we can say console.log, so JSON.stringify, and then student. So you see that courses, which is of type map, cannot be stringified. You may not know that stringify has two secret arguments that most people do not know about. Let's explore them. So the second argument is called the replacer. This is a list you can pass to indicate which properties you want to be shown as a result of stringify. So I can say I want an array. So what I want to be shown, I just want the name and age to be shown in the result. So you see that only name and age are shown in the result of stringify. In this way, you can filter out any properties you don't want. For example, large items or anything like courses2, which does not have a JSON representation like this one. The second argument can also be a function accepting key values on which stringify acts. So in this case, you see that it is a function of key values. In this case, I said if instance of value is a map like courses2, return the values. So you can see console.log. I want the result to be shown. So you see that courses 2 has values, and that could be stringified using this trick. As I said before, I said if value is an instance of map, return its values, otherwise return the value. So for name and age, it is returning value, and for other things like map, it is returning the values. That is the second secret argument. If you don't return anything or return undefined, that item will not be shown. So I said if type of value is string, return undefined. So console.log and the result. So you see that age and courses, age and courses 2 are shown, but the name, which is of type string, and the values of courses, which are also strings, are not shown because they are undefined. Let's go to the next secret parameter. This argument is for indenting the result. This parameter can be a number, which is a number of spaces. So I can say console.log. So I can say JSON.stringify. So the first parameter is student1, second one I don't want anything, and I can say 2 indents. So as you see, we have 2 indents for the result. If this argument is a string, that string can be used instead of space. So instead of 2 spaces, I want to say put an @ sign. So you see, you can have @ sign instead of space. You want to customize the result even more. So in this case, you should have 2 JSON property. This property will be the result of your stringify. So that would be 2 JSON. So that could be something like that. The name should be 2 JSON, and that would return name and my courses. So the name would be this.name, and the my courses would be the values of courses 2. So if I say console.log JSON.stringify student1, so you see that the result of a stringify will be the result of 2 JSON. So we will have name and my courses, including the values of the courses 2, math and physics.